October.
Get ready.
April.
I'm running out of time, 'cause I can see the sun light up the sky. So I hit the road in overdrive, baby. Oh, this city's cold and empty.
Known.
Around to judge me. I can see clearly when you're on my
Line. Share. November. Drift.
Guy Justin Bieber. Tickets up for grabs. The Changes Tour. He's live in concert here.
Mistress. Hammer.
Alright. When spirits say hammer, this is what they mean. Right?
Repeated.
Okay. Ara Zobayan. Doing this session for Ara Zobayan.
Monitor.
His ghost has not appeared to me. I only do sessions when ghosts appear to me. Got a small helicopter here for him. I'm gonna investigate him because we have paranormal equipment. With paranormal equipment, there's a link down below for the people investigating the crash. If they wanna talk to the pilot from the Afterlife, there's a link in the description. And a scientist that has equipment to hear ghosts and see ghosts live. Then you can ask Ara Zobayan himself
Hold.
what happened. Right? Ara Zobayan, how did your helicopter crash? Can you say?
Spin.
Yep. Jesus. Of course. Speaking of that. Yeah, that was me. That was not a ghost. That was just me. This time. And it spins, as the spirit said.
Dispose.
It spins. Ara Zobayan. Are you there? I'm just gonna leave it. I'm gonna leave it right here.
Fog.
Right here. Ara Zobayan. I got a small little helicopter here for you.
Picture.
Can you tell me, Ara Zobayan, how did your helicopter crash?
Affair.
The hell? Ara Zobayan, are you here? Are you somewhere in the world? Or in the afterlife? Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Reverend.
Ara Zobayan, how did your helicopter crash? Can you say?
Dictionary.
I don't know if you guys noticed, but if this is just radio as people claim, why am I picking up the same voice? Have you noticed? The same voice on all the radio stations. Why is that?
Affair.
Ara Zobayan from Paranormal Busters, you're flying too low. You're flying too low. Why are you flying too low, man? What happened?
Lisp.
Because of you. That's what I thought, dude. Is that you? Was the accident because of you? Ara Zobayan,
Or.
can you hear me? Why did your helicopter crash?
Hold.
Was it the clouds? Ara Zobayan. Ara Zobayan. Was it too foggy outside?
Complete.
Look, the same voice. The same voice, guys. Do you see that? If this is just radio, why am I picking up the same voice on every station?
What?
Flight Ara Zobayan. Why are you flying too low? Why'd you shut off your radar? Why are you flying so low? Were you flying by vision? Just by vision? Just by
Iron.
eyesight?
Peter.
Is that you? Look, guys, the same voice. Hey, he said Ara. He said Ara. He said, I think he said I'm Ara or Era. Yeah, Ara Zobayan. I just want to know what happened. The world wants to know.
Column.
And sorry to hear you passed, but we need to know. Was it your fault? Was it just human error? You know?
Pose.
Okay, he just said. Sorry, can you repeat that? I'm gonna.
Boot.
We're gonna examine these words. What he's saying. Do you guys hear that? This radio station, it goes through all the radio stations, just like I was listening to the radio. Okay. So only it should be like every radio station. Every skip should be a different radio station. And I'm getting the same voice on every radio station. That's how we know it's paranormal. Ara Zobayan.
Division.
Are you innocent of the crash? What did you see that caused that caused you to lose control? Did you lose control of the helicopter? He said every, meaning everyone died.
Can.
Do you know that everyone died with you? Ara Zobayan, do you feel responsible? Do you feel responsible for everyone's lives? Now, to the family of Ara Zobayan, I suggest you get this PSP7 Spirit Box. Now, Ara Zobayan has not appeared to me. I usually do sessions only when people from the afterlife appear to me. Physically in front of my face. But Ara Zobayan has not done that. I just felt like I should do a session for Ara. Why? Because the world wants to know. The world wants to know. And we can use paranormal technology. We can use paranormal technology to solve unsolved...
Square.
He said solve. Yeah, Ara, is that you? We can solve unsolved mysteries and cases. The investigators can't figure it out. They're just gonna leave it like that? When we have paranormal equipment that's available? Here's a clip of someone the investigators can contact who's in LA and can easily go on site and they can ask Ara Zobayan himself.
Into technology allowing us to hear outside the normal range of humans as well, opening even more doors into the mysteries of our existence.
Don't be afraid to die. Don't be afraid of death.
We have also tested the technology in the field a few times on police investigations.
Will you feel right where we are now?
No. What was your friend's name? David?
Where nothing happened. But every so often, the ultraviolet camera would pick up something. At the exact moment objects moved.
Now we start doing this investigation, and oh my gosh, here is an enormous manifestation of energy that I can see on the camera. We're actually measuring these energies. We're seeing these things happen, and it's not just someone saying, I have a weird feeling.
Normal activity threw a wrench in our otherwise normal lives, showing us a world that we might have missed had it not come knocking on the door, leading us to ask deeper questions about who, what, why, and how is this kind of thing possible.
This camera has the ability to see outside the range we can as humans. It proves that what we see isn't necessarily all that's there. The cool thing is, this technology gives us the ability to see what is really taking place within our universe, our space. These things exist. Within the confines of what we see as humans, we may be missing the most beautiful part of this picture.
How? Every detail. How? With a live ghost speech communicator.
Celebration.
That's if the investigators want. Sometimes police investigators in the past have employed psychics to solve unsolved crimes, right?
Bunny.
Look, the same voice. Ara Zobayan, can you tell me why did your helicopter crash? Is it because you couldn't see the mountain? You couldn't see the mountain? Okay, zero fog. So, someone, a lady, said that when they hit the mountain, they're saying that when they came too close to the mountain, when they were really close to the mountain, there was zero fog. Ara Zobayan, was the helicopter...
Zobayan requested special visual flight rules for low ceilings.
Helicopter 2 Echo Extra with you for the special VFR transition. We are currently at 1400.
Zero fog.
Zobayan requested special visual flight rules for low ceilings.
Helicopter 2 Echo Extra with you for the special VFR transition. We are currently at 1400.
Zobayan requested special visual flight rules for low ceilings.
Helicopter 2 Echo Extra with you for the special VFR transition. We are currently at 1400.
Zero fog. After speed going too fast to turn? To pull out? Hello?
Ring.
Calling Ara Zobayan. What is your flight path? Ara Zobayan.
Tag.
Ara Zobayan. Ara Zobayan, can you hear me? Now, I know what you're thinking. If you're here, how can the Afterlife hear
Frigid.
you if they're so far away? This right here. This is a shortwave, and this connects to the sun. Okay, so I can reach any ghosts anywhere in the world they may be.
The D layer. Here it says E layer, but in many textbooks it's F1, F2 layer. But it doesn't really matter how they're called. The importance is to know there's 3 layers. So why is low frequencies like 6 megahertz not propagating at 1 p.m. local time? That's because the sun is high, and that D layer here in the bottom absorbs lower frequencies. So it cannot propagate. Basically what happens, and by the way, this picture here is not totally accurate in the way it's demonstrating things. You gotta understand that signals will bounce off even the F layer at the top, but it's dependent on the frequency you're listening. So you notice that 6 megahertz or 9 megahertz is dead in the daytime. That's because that D layer.
If they're in the world, interdimensional, you name it.
Remain.
Quantum physics, far away. No matter how far, they could be in heaven. They could be billions of trillions of light years away. I could still reach them if they answer the call. It's quantum physics.
Holds the key to the cosmos.
We can only understand where we came from if we understand this crazy micro world.
So let's go on a fantastic voyage into an uncharted world known as the microscopic universe.
Some films contained images of faces, including human faces, in various stages of formation.
On a hillside in Calabasas, that's in Southern California, about 30 miles west of Los Angeles.
Why the helicopter crash, though, is still a mystery.
There were a series that appeared to represent bubbles and various other things coming together, partial faces, etc. We were told that what we were seeing were areas of communication within the spirit world.
The Skull Group believed these faces were images of deceased people, which were somehow projected from the other side.
However, there is another universe. An unseen world that governs every...
The subatomic version of this baseball can be invisible, can go through solid objects with ease, can be in multiple places at the same time, and can seemingly go backwards in time and change the past.
Work. They'll be able to put them to use in our everyday world, revolutionizing modern computing, and perhaps even allowing us to communicate across the cosmos.
Alleviate the effects of the... Anyone? The Great Depression, passed the... Anyone? The tariff bill, the Hawley-Smoot Tariff Act, which... Anyone raised or lowered? Raised tariffs in an effort to collect...
Instantly. The key to making these miracles come true is a process called quantum entanglement, and scientists are already harnessing this astounding discovery for both civilian and military purposes.
In quantum physics, what happens to an object over here can instantly affect an object over here, and over here could be millions of miles away.
This is how it works. When two subatomic particles interact, they can become entangled. That means their spin, position, or other properties become linked through a process unknown to modern science.
Science. You guys don't know that yet. But anyway.
Die.
Not here to teach you a science lesson. Ara Zobayan, was there something wrong with the electrical instruments of the helicopter? She just said Zobayan.
Cell.
Ara Zobayan. Did you hear that? Helicopter sound. Did you hear that? That's me making that noise. But it just went. Ara Zobayan. What caused the crash? Can you tell me?
Ashes.
The world wants to know. Look at that. I don't know if that means anything. And they said ashes.
Steel.
Ashes. Right? I have a ghost spirit app running here. So they're using the spirit voice V1 app and the PSP7. Ara Zobayan, how did your helicopter crash?
Sub.
Were you trying to get to your destination no matter what? Ara Zobayan. Human. I think you mean human air?
Slam.
Oh shit, he didn't say human, he said humid. Humid. Okay. Ara Zobayan.
Initial.
Just shutting off my car. Here's the thing. They say on the investigation that when the helicopter crashed, the motors were still working.
Check.
Well, let me show you a clip. Magic, yeah. I'll show you a clip of when my intercooler was leaking. My intercooler was leaking on this car, and the motor still kept going, miles and miles, days and days. I just kept topping it up. You know what I'm saying? Like, Ara Zobayan, was there something leaking in the helicopter? Some sort of liquid, oil. The fuel was the fuel leaking? Like, no. Ara Zobayan, what made you fly in that direction towards Calabasas? At Calabasas, did you know you were at Calabasas? Anyway, guys, of course, love. Someone said love. Okay, my phone. Of course, my phone is dying. Right. Every time we talk to ghosts, everything gets drained. Okay, and so we're gonna do another session with equipment that can do full speech, like 90% full speech. We'll do another session. Okay, Kobe Kabaya. Kobe. Did you say Kobe? Kobe Kabaya. Ara Zobayan.
Presidents.
I don't know why I said that. I got the names confused with Kobe. R.I.P. Kobe. Ara Zobayan. Do you miss flying? Are you flying now? As a ghost? As a spirit?
Enjoy.
So he enjoyed flying. By the way, there was a voice. There was a voice that said, "All the people."
Blanket.
And you just heard a replay. That was a replay of the sounds in the helicopter as he went down. That was him replaying his last sound he made, the Ara Zobayan made. Probably. Ara Zobayan. Where are you? Why did you fly into the mountain?
Here.
At Calabasas. Was there something electrically wrong with the helicopter? Was it electrical? Did lightning hit the helicopter? Ara Zobayan. Did lightning from the clouds hit the helicopter?
Little.
From the fog. Is that a possibility? Did that happen? Ara Zobayan. Did you see a flash of lightning? Ara Zobayan. Were you blinded by the sunlight? The sunlight hitting the fog. Did that blind your eyes? Were you wearing your Were you wearing your sunglasses to see better? Hello, Ara Zobayan. Ara Zobayan. Is there anything you want to say to all the people? All the families of whose lives you took, you want to say anything?
Zobayan requested special visual flight rules for low ceilings.
Helicopter 2 Echo X-ray with you for the special VFR transition. We are currently at 1400.
Want to say anything to them?
Sometime.
Says he wants to sometime. Okay. No, I don't know if this is him. Someone just said, Kobe. Ara Zobayan. What made you fly into that mountain? What happened?
Town.
Yeah, Calabasas. Ara Zobayan. Someone just said goodbye.
American.
Ara Zobayan, did you get enough sleep that night, before you took the helicopter? Were you sleep deprived that night? Just said error. Did you hear that? Okay.
Tall.
Everything's dying. Phone's okay. Phone has a timer. Ara Zobayan. Do you know what happened? Someone just said God. Ara Zobayan.
Fell.
Fell. Did you hear that? Fell. Yeah. How did your helicopter fall?
Stick.
Stick. Yeah. So helicopters have a stick. So he's describing what
Most.
See? Most. So he's describing that something was wrong with the stick. So was it too hard to hold the stick? So you're going too fast? So he's saying it was too hard for him to turn.
Project.
See? He's saying you know how those things are, right? I mean he tried to go out of it with the stick or whatever. However it is they do it. Ara Zobayan.
Jess.
Yep. Do you know how fast you were going?
Bridle.
Yeah, a voice said went down. Yeah. A gyro. Uh-huh. That was someone else. That's it. It was a female's voice.
Coffee.
Yes. Yes, I'm drinking a coffee. Ara Zobayan. Did you have too much coffee in your system that day, or not enough coffee?
Such.
Uh-huh. You know how coffee can make you hyper? With stress, it'll make you even hyper. It'll make you react quicker and think the wrong way because you're hyper. He's saying the coffee such can make him hyper, so he was hyper.
Alien.
He's saying he was hyper, right? Okay. I just heard a voice say alien, and you guys are like, what aliens? No, he's saying that magnetism. Damn it. Damn it. He was saying that there was a spirit latched onto the helicopter. They call them aliens because that's what they look like. You know, alien grays. Let me show you a picture. That's what evil spirits look like. He was saying there was an evil spirit attached to the helicopter that affected the magnetism on the helicopter. Damn it. So that may have contributed because they do that, right? They have missions. Some of them are good, some of them are bad. But I'll show you a clip of an evil spirit hanging around a car. And maybe they caused the accident. I don't know. That's no, I'm investigating the normal and the paranormal here.
Close.
Yeah. Ara Zobayan. Did something affect? Okay, that's dead. That's what happens when you talk to ghosts. Everything dies and drains. All batteries, ions. It's electricity. Ara Zobayan. Did an evil spirit blind your eyes?
Care.
There's no answer there.
Shouted.
Can you? He says he screamed.
Stars.
He said this is me. Back up. Okay. Backing up.
Zobayan requested special visual flight rules for low ceilings.
Helicopter 2 Echo X-ray with you for the special VFR transition. We are currently at 1400.
Stars.
He said this is me. Back up. Okay. Backing up. Ara Zobayan, after you died, what was the first thing you saw?
Pout.
Says he was pouting. So he was there watching the whole thing and pouting, just going. So pouting means you're just observing things like with your head down going, what the heck just happened? This is not supposed to be. So he says he pouted. Trust me, you're saying I'm adding words to the narrative, but think about it logically.
Kate.
If you've done enough paranormal investigation. Ara Zobayan, is this you? Can you say something that identifies you? Can you say the name of your helicopter? I think you just said it is. Ara Zobayan, is this you? Can you say the name of your helicopter? Can you say, or can you say your name? Just want to know I'm talking to you.
Mistress.
Again with the mistress. Ara Zobayan, did you have family? Uh-huh. That got your attention, huh? That got your attention, huh, bro?
Shoulder.
Was your shoulder in pain that day? Like, were your muscles in pain? Muscle pain? Is that what made you not turn the helicopter correctly? And that can be a, human muscle sometimes tense up, right? Discovered.
Belong.
Uh-huh. Is that what you're saying? Did you have muscle pains in your body? Ara Zobayan, did someone pay you to crash that helicopter? Did they threaten your life, saying you better crash the helicopter or else? No, they're saying it was static. Ara Zobayan, was there static in the helicopter?
Heard.
Static charges from the fog, from the clouds, hitting the helicopter. Did that happen? Did that contribute to the crash?
Seven.
Ara Zobayan. Now, what language did Ara Zobayan? Was he just American? Circle? You guys were circling the area? Right. Did you know something bad was gonna happen at that time?
Alphabet.
Says he was watching words. Alright. Ara Zobayan, did anyone pressure you to keep going?
Metaphysics.
No, he keeps saying it was metaphysics, What goes up goes down. Fog, metaphysics, So it was all natural stuff that caused it to happen. Like fog, right? Ara Zobayan.
Jupiter.
So the electricity from the helicopter. Let me show you here. Let me turn on my car. So he was saying the electricity from the helicopter was affecting his brain. When spirits say Jupiter, they mean the electricity, the magnetic EM fields coming from the motor was affecting his brain. That's this right here. See the electricity?
Temperature.
And the temperature was affecting his brain. Look at the electricity coming off my car. The invisible electricity motors give out. Should helicopter pilots have shielded helmets from EMF?
Cotton.
That's from my motor. Now let's shut it off. Look. No electricity. No EMF. So, Ara Zobayan, are you saying that the car's electrical... sorry. Are you saying the helicopter's electrical field was affecting your brain? Your mind? Your metaphysics? I'm not trying to make excuses here. I'm trying to be nice.
Telepathy.
Because he did lose his life after all. But I'm also investigating. Okay, my phone's about to die. Of course. So I'll be doing another session with live voice analysis. You know, stronger paranormal. He said, I can help. Yes, you can. So look, Ara Zobayan just said he can help in the investigation from the afterlife. If you guys want to know the investigators, there's a link below in the description. He's in LA. It's called Andy Kopic. He has paranormal equipment that can hear ghosts live right now, full speech, and you guys can ask Ara Zobayan himself what happened. You can see him and hear him and investigate it.
Ours.
I mean, the police in the past has used psychics. Well, we have technology now. The link's in the description for any investigator that wants to investigate it with the paranormal equipment.
Expect.
That actually works and is scientific. Hey, Ara Zobayan, thanks for talking, man. We'll chat soon if you want to talk. Hold on. All right. Did you tell everyone to brace themselves or hold on? Did you warn your passengers what was about to happen? Ara Zobayan, did you warn everyone on board what was about to happen?
Stock.
I'm not sure. Not sure here, but I gotta end this video because this is not for entertainment purposes, alright? It ain't for that. We literally have paranormal technology, and we can just ask the dead. We can ask ghosts, which is human souls, us. We can ask questions. What? He did see it.
Magnet.
What did you see? Did something hit your helicopter? Did something swerve in front of your helicopter? Was it a bird? Did birds distract you when you were flying? Oh, I guess not. I don't hear nothing. Ara Zobayan, did you just make a human error and fly too low?
Charles.
Anyway, he says I did see it. So basically, he was saying he saw something. This could have been what? This could have been after everything was burning. As a ghost, he saw the whole thing. What?
Law.
No solar. So he's saying it wasn't the sun hitting the clouds? The fog or whatever? Ara, good night. Alright, yeah. It's gonna be night soon. Ara Zobayan. Can you identify yourself?
Sometime.
Again. Did you hear that? Sometime. This is twice now that it says. Alright, we'll talk sometime. We'll chat soon, bro.
Indicate.
Indicate. So he wants me to do the action of the helicopter. So like, it went that way. Did you go that way towards the mountain? The world knows what happened.
Scared.
He's scared. So that means he's in the afterlife, waiting some sort of judgment, and he's scared. That's what that tells me. I'd be scared too if I just took that many people's lives. Whether it be human accident, human error or not, I'd be afraid too. Shit.
Flowers.
Flowers. So, people placed flowers for you? Ara Zobayan, do you want to say anything to your family members? Now, family members of Ara Zobayan, if... What?
Length.
I'm not going to repeat. You guys listen to that. Rewind it, because I'm pretty sure... Wow, that sounds like regret, what he just said. But I'm not... For respects of his death, I'm not going to say what he
12.
said. I'm not going to repeat what he said. You rewind that and you listen. Ara Zobayan, do you want to say anything to your family?
Nickel.
Ara Zobayan, do you want to say anything to Kobe Bryant's family? By the way, how many pilots?
Zobayan requested special visual flight rules for low ceilings.
Helicopter 2 Echo X-ray with you for the special VFR transition. We are currently at 1400.
How many pilots were on board? Just one? You know, I'm starting to pick up other ghosts. I don't know who they are. Something about his sister. But I gotta be careful I stay on target. You know. Ara Zobayan. Did people panic in the helicopter? Did you tell people to get back? Like in my session with Kobe Bryant? I'm getting too close to like the mirror. I was trying to see Kobe.
Stars.
You said this is me. Back up. Okay.
Helicopter 2 Echo X-ray with you for the special VFR transition. We are currently at 1400. Helicopter 2 Echo X-ray with you for the special VFR transition. We are currently at 1400.